I just add one electrical here, same. Use electrical template for your telecommunication. So here I will show you or teach you how you can add it in. Okay, Ken?
Yes.
Ready?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So how to prepare for that? Since I mean you must have your Revit running. So here I will start with new.
So create new one.
Yep. Telecommunication you can't save together with your electrical if you wanna. But I try not to lah. Why? Because I have a habit of doing the submission. Okay, because as I said, like electrical, I mean the MEP got 7 sub-discipline. We need to practice one which is linked our mechanical. Now, if you are doing my electrical, I need to link, I mean my telecommunication, I need to link HVAC and electrical. Okay, so you guys must have habit of doing that. So for start, I select new. Of course, the template I'm selecting must be the electrical template, which is not from here, from the one that you downloaded from your Moodle. So I have a copy at your class here, which is the electrical, like this. Okay, all good?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then you open. So make sure it's a project. Yeah. So loaded. Now for start, try to save this file immediately. So if you save, it's under electrical telecommunication. So I call this as your 192 MEA1 underscore electrical dash telecommunication. Correct? Long file name, long. So save it. So since we are doing for telecommunication, so in other words, here, all this setting will be different, right? So I don't need the power to be there, but I noticed that the default is based on power. So in other words, power, these two you can delete, but your 3D, your view here, you can transfer to here. You all get what I mean? So meaning if I set up this, my lighting, I got to change, right? So in other words, I highlight what I want. See how I highlight? I press Control key. Okay. You're done.
Yes, sir.
If you're not sure, you got to do it. Follow the video. Yeah. So I select what I want, and at the sub discipline, I put here as my communication. Correct spelling or not? Communication. Yeah. Enter. Put telecom also can, in short lah. As long as you understand it's telecommunication. See, now they change. These two, you can delete it away. So now you can see, I only left electrical, telecommunication, on my floor plans, my ceiling, my 3D, and so on. Okay, so here you may want to rename them later on as tele. Put tele in short. Okay, who cannot get it?
Done. Already.
Okay,
Done.
all done, huh? Good. Now, so telecommunication is one thing. All these we need to rename, right? Which is later, I think I'll do that. Now, can you still remember how you link your file?
Repeating.
Aki, right?
Yeah.
So
Insert.
now it's just that we have more thing to link up. Okay, so insert Revit link. You're going to look for Aki link. Open. Make sure auto internal origin to internal origin. Open. Okay. Straight away, you pin it. All right. After that, link again. Which one?
Mechanical.
Mechanical. HVAC. This file. Same thing. Link. Okay. The third one is your electrical. Lighting. But it should have power there, but because now it's a separate file. So, yeah. Insert. See, they understand the logic behind. Just click OK, don't worry. That means they detect the existing, so they will not insert them in.
So lane 3 files only is it?
So there's only 3 files inside. When you type VG, you should see only 3 files under link Revit. The rest, those warning because we are doing overlay, so they auto remove. This is one thing I like about Revit. AutoCAD, it doesn't auto remove. you got to manually adjust it yourself. And AutoCAD, normally you do that, bound to some error indicator. Yeah, so Revit difference. Huh? So you should have these three. Try to name them the same because mine is a bit messy. Okay, ready? So for a start, since this guy is already pinned, and we're gonna move. So first thing, in this view currently, if I'm using VG, under your link Revit or Revit link, all this must happen, all of them. So at least you can see your 4 directional view, mean the elevations clearly. Followed by, for those that you guys been seeing me this keep repeating quite a number of times, you should by now know how to adjust this already. Okay, all these are estimated. After that, you move them right outside. If you are still not sure, try to explore and must able to manage your mouse. Okay, do slowly, no need to rush. If you are doing at your own time, at least use a proper move. There's a tracking. Okay, this is important. So after that, you got to create your grid. Now we do one at a time. All right. So I'm going to go to collaborate. Under coordinate panel, copy monitor, select link. Make sure you highlight the ARCHI file and options. Okay. I'm creating no planner meantime. If you want, you can add in planner, but grids, make sure all these adjust correctly. Okay, level, I'll do it later on. After that, I will copy multiple. Hope that you guys can still remember. Select all your grid. Final to remove what is not required. You see, some other stuff selected. So check none, only the grid you want copy. Apply. Okay. If the color doesn't go off, fidget a bit. Fidget means you pan and only want the grid to be selected. Yeah. When it's done, select the small finish at the option bar. Right. Okay. So finish. Then the copy monitor again. Finish. So at least you have duplicates or copy the grids. All right. So all this is up to you. You prefer to do one at a time, then you go to the elevation, do another one. But if you are good at it, you may want to do both at the same time. So purely up to you. There's no right or wrong. Important thing, as I always say, is your understanding. Yeah. So I've created that. Then I'm going to the elevation. So elevation, any one of them. East or north doesn't matter. Okay, now from here, all right, I'm going to use a view template because this is quite standard throughout. So this is the electrical elevation, which is I'm going to duplicate and rename to tele, yeah, tele elevation, telecom lah, in short, elevation. Okay, like that. Since we have lighting elevation, we have power elevation, this kind of thing. In future, you might need to have all this, yeah, because they separate them into 7 sub-discipline. Okay, so you need to check what is the telecommunications auto device, the color, the filter based on the list. Okay, so remember, don't just do and ignore that. For submissions, your filter list is critical because you have 7 sub-discipline for MEP. So try to find out all this color, then you apply them accordingly. Yeah. Okay, so this is a good challenge. Okay, so come to here. I'll still do the same. What are the things that need to be unchecked? Discipline, electrical, sub-discipline, don't have, right? Ah, telecommunication, see? So these are the 3 again. Apply. Now, meantime, don't click OK yet because you notice that my drawing background, see that so many different elevation stuff, which is here we have your HVAC, we have your electrical, we have your ARCI. So all these, make sure under the VG overrides RVT link, all these are half tone. Yeah. Okay. But if you don't want to see the rest of the elevation, for especially not the ARCI, the first 2, you need to go in and turn off, meaning here, custom, annotation, custom. Then you scroll down to grid and elevation. Grid, where are you? Grid and elevation, you off it. Sorry, grid and levels, you apply and off it. So you see lesser stuff. Next will be your lighting, custom, basic tab, custom, annotation category, custom, scroll down, look for grid and level. So you'll see that it's a lot more cleaner now compared to previously. See, at least you are still tracking based on your ARCI floor. So it's still pretty all right that way. Yeah, like this. That's why I say managing your visibility must have a clear mindset. If can in future, when you start to have this type of project, prepare them out. Easier for you to work. Because when you're preparing 7 submissions, depending which what's your requirement, when you're doing it, you're no easier to adjust. So once you prepare, next time, because it's monitoring, so when any changes made in future, they'll automatically report there's an error or there's a change. So good practice is a must. Okay, everyone good?
Yes, sir.
Okay, If you're not sure, you can do this last telecommunication after the important, which is the sprinkler system in. So I'll keep this open. Although yes, I put submitted there. You can later then adjust it. Okay. Extend this out. Extend this out. Same. If you see your drawings here, all the lines are very thick, all right, because of this thin line. All right, if all it means on, you look very thick. See the line? But once you disable, it look thinner. Okay, so all this adjustable. Yeah. Questions?
No, sir.
Okay. So here is my first story. Okay. Now, already?
Yes, sir.
Okay. How the rest? Already?
Yes, sir.
Only we need ready. The rest?
Can, sir.
Okay. Kairu, you ready?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Shaitan, 你 OK 吗
没得的。
？OK 啊。承诺 OK 吗？
暂时还不 OK。
还是不 OK？怎么讲？那步骤是一直重复的，所以你要记住怎么做，要记得怎么做。
OK，
OK 啊，这些 video 就是 record 的，所以要一直重复看怎么做。Okay, so I'm going to duplicate the level. So copy monitor, select link, highlight the link file, which is the ARCHI, and you get to see this back again. This is your tools for your collaboration. So go to options. Now we select the level, which is here is a plenum. All right. So are we going to create plenum? If no, then you ignore. All right, because what you want is level, not plenum. But electrical always give you plenum. Very interesting. Okay. So 8 mm heat. This one is plenum. All right. If I don't want this, how? How will you duplicate your levels?
Change to 8 mm.
Sorry?
Change the blender to 8 mm, is it?
So again, just what's that?
Like the new type change to 8 mm, is it?
Yeah. So this is your level. You know why? Because your mechanical template don't have a Singapore standard. So this to this, you want.
So what does the 8 mm head mean?
AMH is actually referring to this fella here. It's just a random name given by them. To us, we call it as level. Maybe you can call FFL, RL head, whatever. To them, this is 8 mm. And this guy is so big because of multiply by 100. So this is 800 mm.
Oh,
That's why I say this here 8 mm head is this. You can see slightly smaller because it is diameter. This guy's is radius. See, this guy is even bigger than this. So it depends on initially how this was made. This is a name they give lah. Singapore, we beam you can use this or the triangular one. Yeah. But a lot of them just stick with it lah. So there's no right or wrong. All right. They don't penalize you for mixture. Okay. So this to this, fine. Then copy, no more multiple. I want this, and wait for a while. You notice that they auto do the monitoring for it. Yeah, so just select, and one more is your roof level. Parapet no need. Okay, parapet no need. Now, last one for this, you don't copy because your story is already there. You only do monitoring. Then your first story against the Aki story. That's it. We are good. See, only these two. So finish, and we are done. So zoom in, adjust. Okay. Now, before I go further and make changes, always bear in mind one thing, which is I forget. Remember, you guys, option here. Remember. Okay, we are doing electrical. Make sure it's electrical. But later you create, give you HVAC lah, give you some others thing like mechanical, and some others, or architecture. So be careful of that. All right. Of course, all these things, if you don't change also can, but you need to manage it correctly lah. But if you do here nicely, of course, you don't need to waste time on that lah. Miss additional work. Okay, so take note of that. So lucky, last lesson we have is electrical, so it's still maintained. Okay, good. Now, all this thing done, that means my view here, I got to hide away the Aki grid and the Aki level. So I go to Telecom elevation view template. Inside here, under the VG overrides RFVT link, edit. Now under the Aki link model, we change this custom annotation category custom. So the more you have, the more you need to configure. Scary, huh? No choice, because MEP got 7 sub-discipline. Okay, yep. Just get a hang of it lah. Future, this is chicken feed to you.
So by the end, when we make all the different files, right? Do we need to add in, for example, the first one we made is HVAC, right? Do we need to link the rest of the file to HVAC also?
Okay, the purpose we link is to check the location. That means the component you add, there's ceiling involved. Ceiling involved means I must have mechanical, electrical, and fire. Now, why I say telecommunication, if we do wrongly, we got to change again because we haven't add in fire yet. The purpose of collaboration, coordinate them in, is to check, to avoid clash. So you think that if I need to insert things or the component on the ceiling, which are the discipline or sub-discipline involved? You notice here, we have your mechanical, which are aircon, HVAC. You have your lighting fixture. Power, I won't link because power is only on the wall side, on the floor, not ceiling. So you need to understand this area. Huh? Because telecommunication can be on ceiling, can be on the wall, can be on anywhere, which is visible. Okay, yeah. All right, so for a start, if you're done, you got to create this right? Where is your level? So you go to the view tab under which one? Create panel, plan views, correct? Floor plan. So you need what floor plans? These four, right? And this floor plan, check the type here, the display. Okay. Why? Because now it's based on electrical plan. What you want is telecom plan. Yeah. So duplicate. Telecom plan. So telecom plan. Of course, the ad hoc itself, RVT link, we leave it. But the rest for your model and annotation, if you want to manage from here also can, or you prefer to use VG, up to you. But here I always set up the basic. Okay. Yep. These are the basic. Apply. Then okay. Then okay. It should generate your tree plan comes out like this. Yeah. This one we can create first. Wait till you can, or you want to do also okay. It's just that next lesson or maybe close to the end, when you add the file, you may do some link back again. Then see we need to change or not. That's why I say we proceed with the telecommunication also. Yeah. Okay. So switch back to your elevation. Now, your naming, remember, rename. This is your first. Oops. First what? My text very small on the screen. First story. Tele. Second one, rename. Tele. When they will ask you, remember, must say no. Sharing, remember. No. So same thing for your ceiling. Rename. First, here, see Delhi. Okay, so all this, if you need to change, please go ahead. But if they share, then leave it. All right, so currently I put subjective lah. Yeah, might not. So I leave it here. So ceiling, I need to create two more story, which is the second and third. So I go to plan views, reflected ceiling plan, only selecting this. But I don't have a ceiling plan for that. See your view range. If you need a ceiling plan, please do so to configure. All right. Because first one, I didn't create a plan. Your second and third, you can have a view template for it. So electrical ceiling, duplicate, become your telecom ceiling. All right. Okay. So from there, you roughly know what is the thing need to be on and off. Yeah. So you can standardize it lah. That means you configure once, your view should be the same. Okay. Oops. So all this you must have a habit, because working style is always, you got to adopt some working style. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Apply. Annotation, no need, but model, I need. I like to configure from here.
So the model also need us for this.
Up to you. But
Oh.
just that for my case, I prefer to set it because ceiling is fixed. Mostly what you want to see for telecommunication is to remove your lighting fixtures. That's all. Because your power socket, it won't go to ceiling. No way. Only your lighting fixture. So it's fixed.
Thanks.
So I prefer to fix it lah. So you can actually set from here. What is the things you like to off it, which is should be your electrical equipment. But I don't want to off electrical equipment because my worry is some of the component might stick to that. So only your electrical fixtures. See, fire alarm devices, I leave it. And lighting fixtures, I leave it. Yeah. Ceiling itself, you don't see lighting device. Nobody put a switch at the ceiling. Fire alarm, you also don't see at the ceiling. Fire alarm, you see only at the plan. But because now I'm configuring your ceiling. So you should see ceiling is what? Your overhead projector. I don't know here, should be called electrical equipment, or could be electrical fixture. So maybe I on first. Data devices, maybe, yes. Cable tray, no, but we don't draw cable tray, so I don't care. Let me see others. Nursing call, that one normally you don't see on ceiling lah, but normally we don't add, so don't bother. Security devices, that one should be on the plan. But I don't know whether, okay, leave it first. If they show, then we off it. Those are very sure one that I will off. Those that is still in doubt, like telephone device. You don't put telephone device on ceiling, right? How to connect? So it won't show on ceiling. Other than that, wire, ceiling, it should be hidden also. Okay. So I only currently off whatever I understand now. So I just select that I want it to be hidden away from the ceiling. Do not show. Yeah. So apply. Okay. All this subjective because I haven't add anything yet. If it does affect our view, then of course we got to change. So all this from time to time we got to set it. See, so if you configure correctly, they won't come up with a question mark. So save our time. First story, I don't have a view template because it's open. Only second and third we have a ceiling. So I applied these two with a ceiling view template. Yeah. Okay. Remember to say no. Now, why I removed the story away? Because I got students, they see wrongly. Floor plan becomes ceiling plan. Then they add things on the ceiling. They thought that it's a floor plan. Sure, how come my thing disappear? So I had to do some adjustment on the naming. So you see third means ceiling. You say first story means plan. At least you need to organize in a way that everyone understand what you try to tell them. So all this you can culture everyone in your team in future. All right. Unless some is like, oh, BCA requirement, you follow them. If not, for modeling, you guys may want to culture them. That means teach them lah. This is our way. All right. Yeah. But some main con, they may want you to follow theirs, then just follow them. Okay. Because to them, he's the boss. We are just a subcontractor. Right. But you got to bring across lah to your team member lah, so everyone understand the naming convention using BIM. Okay. Questions?
No, sir.
So at least more or less the preparation is done. So what is the next step are we supposed to do? Anyone?
Hidden the unwanted.
Sorry?
Hidden the last time one.
So I need to go to ceiling plan, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So open up the ceiling plan. Then you got to turn off things that you don't want to see first. Now, currently, you need to enable the visibility for them. So my grid VG, I like to off it to avoid all the confusion. Okay, so I'm going to crop to see this view only. Enable the show crop region. Crop your view, so at least you can focus on what you're supposed to do.
So the VG cannot edit.
Sorry?
The VG just now you edit, right? The one cannot edit.
Which one? Here.
Okay, so can.
Here I can't because the ceiling plane, I lock it. That's why I can't use VG. See? See now? If you type VG on your plan here, you show gray off. See? Because your view template overrides. So if you need to change, you go to here. I mean, you got to decide lah. If let's say you're doing only 1, 2 floor, you no need to have this ceiling lah. But if you are doing for 10, 20 story and the setting is the same, then of course this is easier. As I said, all this there's no right or wrong. It's just how convenient can help you. I mean, conveniently it can help you. All right. Yeah. Just need to know. Excuse me.
Which one also need to change grill only?
No. If you are here, my grid is I'm using the VG method, right? Did I?
Yeah.
So it works, right?
No, cannot work.
But my works are.
Yeah.
Oh, no, actually I changed from here. I didn't type VG one. I changed from here, right? Let's see.
Must change from the template, right?
Eh?
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me see.
VG.
VG. See, my works are correct.
I try.
You know, because annotation I never check. Don't confuse. This is only the model. Annotation is annotation. I never check ma. Of course works ah. Correct not?
Cancel.
VG model cannot, but annotation can what? That's why I say all this is there's no right or wrong. Important thing is how you want it to manage. Yeah. Okay, that's it. It's just that when model component need to be shown, then you decide. Okay, if I want to put my speaker, now speaker can be on ceiling, but mostly people like to place it at the wall, which is on the plan, not on here. So what you see here could be smoke detector. So how many smoke detector needed maybe in this case? So it depends on the sensing area, right? If kiasu can have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lah. Because books what? You don't want to discover the fire too late lah, when like almost 1/5 or 1/10 of the library burn already, then they detect, then too late already. Yeah. So because how sensitive this area that person knows. I think that way lah. Is it that way normally?
Yeah,
Or the system actually quite sensitive because the smoke will follow the aircon ma.
depending on the detector.
Okay, so in this case, because I like to show, it means this view, I still need to enable the model visibility for which one? HVAC, right? So HVAC, make sure is half tone for these two. I want to display air terminal. Yeah, correct or not? Apply. See, it show. Okay. So that later you put the smoke detector, it won't clash on all this location. You know what I mean? So my lighting, custom model, custom, my lighting fixture need to be shown. See, lighting fixture. Apply. Okay, 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 okay. Yeah, like this. So when you insert your smoke detector, then you know where to place it. Okay, yeah. Well, this second shot make me very tired. Okay, so you guys remember in ceiling, what is supposed to insert? At your second story plan, what you supposed to insert? This one, again, your view, hide it. So speaker normally should be near the wall, near the exit, right? Exit, and sometime in between you have, so depends how you insert. How big is that room lah, I would say. I think BCA, the lab, there's a speaker on the wall, right? Correct.
Yeah.
Surface mounted, yeah. But this is a big lab. So I believe speaker should be on the ceiling because the area coverage is wider. You might have one speaker here and one speaker here. So you may want to insert on the ceiling if you want. But if you prefer to fix it somewhere here or somewhere here, then you insert it in. Okay, so look for all this library. So where can we find all this library? Okay, before you go that, this view, how you want to manage. You guys tell me now. What should you do? because I see my receptacles, I see a lot of other stuff, right? So it should be hidden away, right? Unless later you insert, then you try to say, okay, this component belongs to which is system, fire alarm. Okay, not loaded. Okay, yes, I like to load fire alarm. So fire alarm should be under fire protection, accessories, view them, fire alarm, pressure switch, dark. No, not from here. Connection. No, these are different stuff. So fire alarm is not from here. Okay, here also never mentioned under which one. So let's see where can I find this library. Fire alarm, is it a mechanical component or electrical? Information and communication. See, fire alarm is all here. Guys, remember this. It's all your communication component, I believe should be here. Can take a snapshot of it. Try to remember. Because MVP stuff is all over the place. Can?
Cancel.
So from here, fire alarm. Wow. A lot of different fire alarm. Frame detector. Fixed heat detector. This is firefighter telephone. No, not this. So smoke detector. Normally which one? Receiver, transmitter, or just the detector? Well, this one come with a beam one. Something new. I never know that. Voice evacuation panel. So let's say I want a smoke detector. I highlight one. Is a heat detector needed? No need, right? Library.
It is for less sensitive one.
Okay. So smoke detector. What else? Fire alarm speaker. Which one? Fire alarm master box. No. Or just fire alarm. Bell chime, right? This one? That's a bell chime, right? Ding ding ding
Yeah.
ding ding ding. Yeah. Control key. Select this. I have two selected already. Was a lot of different stuff. So floor. No, I just load it first. Why not insert here? What else? Oh yeah, that what's the switch? The break the fire alarm. What's the switch?
Call point.
Call point. Is it called call point here? Remote ammeter? No. That's why here I don't know what is the manual pull station. Is that the one?
I think that one's the lever type.
You mean not pulling on?
Yeah, the one pull down one. The old one.
Oh, the old one. US are using old stuff. Jialat. Ours is a small hit it, break the glass, right? Which one? Master box. Sometimes got to insert everything, then that's to pick the correct one. Because based on, okay, look at it, wall mount, ceiling mount. Careful, don't click the wrong one. Later is for ceiling. What is this?
I think the manual station.
This one, right?
A manual station.
This one, right? Huh? You're
No,
saying?
manual station.
This one, huh?
Uh,
Okay.
it's like pull down fire alarm. No?
Okay, let's select this. Later we insert and see how you feel like, because so far I haven't inserted this thing yet. I find it quite interesting. I just want to load it into our system. So I'll load these three lah. Okay, load these three first and open. So at least when you insert, okay, bell. So this one is on the floor. I'm on second floor here, so it's good. So I want to put one here. All right. Oh, this is the 1.2, a bit low, right? It should be around at 2 meter high. Or 1.8 higher. So I'll put one here. Okay. Yep. And I'm going to put one here on this side. So in other words, maybe somewhere in the center, estimate lah, huh? You can adjust it also if you want. Normally it's only one, but I think this room is quite big, so I put two lah. So other thing, if I like to hide them, VG, your grid. As for the component here is link Revit, which I can't control. That means I need to go to Tele, the view template. This is the electrical. See, electrical lighting. This one. Aha, custom model, custom. So here I don't see the lighting fixture. Okay, lighting fixture. I think my electrical equipment, you can hide also. Yes, this is different. Fire is different. Switches, you can off it. Lighting device, lighting fixture. Because they are different. Okay, see that? So you really need to manage this. So their fire alarm, move it. Okay. Okay, what else? The manual switch, right? So if you have two exit, it means I have two, right? Or one. If you are not sure which one again, you can actually go to the component, place component, which is you see all the library. But again, if you don't know which command to select, my method is always very simple. Don't know which function, don't worry. Go to the families, all right, under fire alarms or fire alarm devices. See all those things that you load. Of course, smoke detector. I don't have a ceiling here. Must put a ceiling. The manual station should be this one, right? Wow, so many different type. Wet chemical, carbon. I don't think this one, right? Looks like a different thing. All right, Vinny, different, huh? This is water, means this is wet chemical.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't think it's this. Okay. So yeah, so I think you guys must go and find out what is the terms, what core point, huh? Go and find out. Let me know. Can yeah. What is that one called in the library, in BIM library? What's that one called? Foam is look like like a inlet outlet station. You know the bridging.
Yeah, I think it's a fire suppressing system.
Yeah.
Like you
Oh.
activate, then they will spray the gas out.
So depends. So this one should be at the fire command station, right? The command center.
Yeah, should be at the command center.
Yeah. So oops, Salah one. Okay. So I'll say that you add all this to the room that you require to add. So if ceiling, so let's say if I go ceiling, second story ceiling. Where's my smoke detector? I think it's here, right? Okay. So normally which one? Plain, air sampling, photoelectric. So you got different types. Singapore, what we use? Which one? The plain one? This is more like toxic
Oh, got
air, right?
use. That one
Hmm?
is it's sort of like they use, I forget explanation.
Which one?
It's a detector, some kind of.
Correct, but here is you have a air sampling type, they have your ionization type, they have a photoelectric, and it's plain.
The ionized is like a smoke alarm detector, so it's like detecting the smoke. It's one kind of it. What I read.
Okay.
The most common should be photoelectric, because this one, when you dispose, right, there is nuclear waste. It's hard to dispose, the ionization.
I see.
Yeah, so normally they use photoelectric.
Okay. For common use lah. Then what is
Yeah.
plain then?
Plain, I have no idea.
Then yeah, only learn photo and ionize.
Oh, these two, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because it's fire safety one.
I see, I see. So Singapore not that complex compared to US lah. Okay, so
But the
commis.
SCDF only got these two. I think it's US one, the plane.
Okay,
Fine.
then we use the photoelectric lah, since it's common use. Just drag and drop. So you place on ceiling, then you know where to place it. So when you place, let's say, let's say I put one here. Is it okay? Or one here? Yeah, I think I put one here. Cannot show, see that? What? Why cannot show? So don't insert already. Just select first and see what happen. Go to your 3D view. Important thing, your 3D view. Then you check where is that guy. But ideally not from here lah. What I can see from it is this fella lah. See? So check your upright. What is the? Come on. It doesn't stick to the ceiling. This one ceiling is actually below. See not? Bulging out. So our range can't be seen. You see this? It's directly below the ceiling. But weird, how come we can't see it? Let's check the view range. Is that view range here? Yeah. Hey. Ceiling, come on, view range. Cut plane 2.3. No wonder. Cut plane too high already. Cut plane should be around. Let me see. This ceiling is around 2.6, so should be cut at 2.6. Let's try apply. Can it show? No. If it doesn't show, Another thing is what? Here we are using ceiling, right? Your model. What is the fire? See, electrical, they off the fire alarm device. So remember to take note, not just the VG. Because early on, we create this from where? From electrical plan or electrical ceiling, but we set it to telecom. So we need to configure.
So now
Apply.
you're showing us only, right? We don't have to insert here because we're making a fire plan, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So actually, this one should be on the fire side. All right. But just show it to you all. If electrical, what a thing need to be at. Okay, so you can see it look like this. Very big. One little giant. See? The symbol looks scary, damn huge. Okay, just to share with you how you can add a thing in, but this is under fire, right?
Yep.
But the rest, if it's let's say under telecom, then please do so. Okay, questions? If not, then I'll stop here.